Spindie for me is exciting because I'm able to get involved in something which before seemed well out of my reach. It was for the university graduates, the doctors, the this, not for somebody like me. The question that I ask is, who looks like me in your organization? And very often it's, oh. So for me, Spindie is broadening my horizons, broadening my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding. You know, I brag about Spindie. I say, oh, I'm part of this group. And people look at me and says, well, what is it about? I said, it's a group of like-minded people who want to get to the bottom of dementia. We may not ever get to the bottom of it, but we're certainly going to give it a good try. And if what I get, I share in little bits because not everybody understands it all. And because of my community, and I say the word dementia is not a word that we've been used to.
Spindie is very good in that everything is run past us, and I definitely feel part of the team. I feel welcomed, and I feel my information is taken on board and accepted and acted on. It's not just listened to, it's actually acted on, which is important. Because again, people can just listen without hearing, if you like. I want to help others in the future. I've always wanted that. But it's my social connection, really, with the outside world. Because I don't want to be stuck in what I call the dementia silo. Partly a bit of social life, in a sense, because you do get to meet folk and everything. And I've always loved listening to other people's stories.
My heritage is really, really important to me. We need to drop a lot of the academic speak and a lot of the acronyms, because by the time somebody says an acronym, I've lost everything else. I'm thinking, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And we need to make things a little bit more accessible. One size doesn't fit all. It does not fit all. What you will do for a white person, that's your community, you know them. But for a black person, you need to reach out and say, okay, then, how do we need to tailor this so that the black community jumps on board?
The first thing is that you need to have empathy between the researcher and the public participants. And how you get the empathy is by having a one-to-one beforehand, so that the researcher can know your strengths and weaknesses and any adaptations that are needed, and you can get to know the researcher as well, because you are going to be talking about fairly honest and personal matters, so you need to feel comfortable with the people that you're talking to. And quite often researchers find that hard because they are taught to stand back. But with co-research, to get the best of us, you do need to kind of dig a bit deeper into us and accept that we are human and we have a life before diagnosis. So what our experiences pre-diagnosis can be just as important as life after diagnosis. The researcher has to accept that we can do as little or as much as we want, and equally time has to be built in for us if we've got a foggy day, because they do come down for no reason. And if you're on a tight deadline, you have to allow an extra day, say, to come back to us. And you have to use English, not academic language.
Spindie is just, it's a lot of information to take on board, a lot of information to take on board. And the fact that I think I feel challenged, because when I heard that I was a co-applicant, yes, I was dead excited, but no one really explained what a co-applicant was. And I said to her, Ori, what's a co-applicant? And she explained it to me. So I think when we're looking to engage people, we need to explain to them what is required. It's about sharing experience, but my experience may not be the same as another Black person's experience. And one of the things I hear very, very often is, as Black people, we are researched and researched and researched, and we never see or hear the outcome. And just lately, I've heard, and we're expected to do everything for free. And we've always done things for free. My generation and my children's generation are saying, no, we need to be paid for what we do. The information that we give is priceless. It may be my opinion, but it's an opinion that holds dear to me. I really do enjoy Spindie. Well, I'm just a little cog in a big wheel. And I feel that I am taken seriously. And if I wasn't, I'd just say, bye.
You are the one that is in control of what you do. And never forget that.
This is an opportunity where people from different genres of where they come from, people who live with dementia, people who are caring for people living with dementia, researchers, science, information, huge networks, inclusion. This is all inclusion. It's not the them doing it to them. It's inclusion. And the core thing is, it's hope for the future to change systems, because what we have in place in society is inadequate. I actually don't know what the researchers think, and I think it would be really important for them maybe to have a wider perspective. I think about it a lot because the impact that it had on my family member, on me, the responsibility of having to learn or upskill, learn many different roles. But with Spindie, it's much bigger than what I thought it was, what it's going to be, where what avenues it's going to go down, where it's going to connect. It's like it's going to be a gigantic spider's web. It's going to be a positive model on society, on all those that are involved, and all those that involved is communities, is areas of where people who need to have new, fresh knowledge, whether it be in health and social care or science and research, or for the thousands of carers that's going to be needed. It's going to be possibly a new template of information, a new toolkit. It's hope. It's hope for the future. Things are going to change. Please walk in my shoes. Please walk in a carer's shoes. Please walk in a person's shoes who's living with dementia, whether that be the scientist who's been diagnosed with a dementia, whether that be the bricklayer, the painter, the decorator, the person on reception, or a mum or a dad. We're all human beings. It impacts on every human being. It doesn't care dementia, doesn't care who or what you are. It doesn't.